Now the orange dumpster is damaged because the protested
these
him.
motherfuckers is making like Trump is a fucking toddler now. You damaged the president because someone yelled at him in the fucking goddamn restaurant. I put the video out last week. I'm about to edit it now that I found this clip. You literally y'all hear this shit? Fuck it. Y'all gotta hear this shit. This motherfucker said the president is damaged because they said the Smittler word to him.
CNN host Caitlin Collins that the protesters who recently heckled and yelled at Donald Trump in a Washington, D.C. restaurant could each be hit with a RICO charge, a federal racketeering charge.
For yelling at him.
Per count, you might spend up to 20 years in prison. And the basis for this is, well, by yelling at him in a restaurant, you've damaged Donald Trump. Holy shit.
As you know, RICO has been used to go after, like, Al-Qaeda, MS-13, the Gambino family. How would something like that protest fall under a RICO charge?
That's not what we use RICO for.
They making up charges.
All kinds of organizations committing crimes and committing wrongful acts.
Four Ladies is an organization.
Or ISIS or terrorist organizations. And so it depends. So is it, again, sheer happenstance that individuals show up at a restaurant where the president is trying to enjoy dinner in Washington, D.C.
Wasn't planned.
And accost him with vile words and vile anger, and meanwhile he's simply trying to have dinner. Does it mean it's just completely random that they showed up? Maybe, but to the extent it's part of an organized effort to inflict harm and terror and damage to the United States, there's potential investigations there. And that's what the president was saying yesterday in the Oval Office.
No, his feelings is hurt.
Days before that as well.
But were those women in the restaurant inflicting harm or terror or damage by protesting the president of the United States? I mean, they were just shouting, basically, in his vicinity.
Here come the bullshit.
You just said. I mean, honestly, so you're asking whether there's damage done by four individuals screaming and yelling at the president of our United States while he's trying to have dinner. That can't be a serious question. That cannot be a serious question. I mean, it's true that there's a difference between shouting and committing an assassination.
Yes, they can protest.
Which is what happened to Charlie.
What?
Well,
Charlie.
There's nothing wrong with peaceful protests. And of all the people in this country, President Trump knows exactly what it's like to have people protest against him.
And he cries.
So what he's talking about, and what the administration is talking about, is organized efforts by individuals who are not present at the protests, but they're funding these protests, and they're not protests.
Where the proof?
They're inflicting damage and harm and actually assaulting officers, they're damaging vehicles, and that's the conduct that we're trying to stop.
So they was...
Well, I mean,
This shit is getting unbelievable. But let's check this video out. What he said in the White House.
Sit home and watch people screaming at policemen and spitting in their face, and they weren't able to do anything. They just had a grin and bear it. They're standing up like a piece of steel. And a woman, in many cases, women, you can see they're professional agitators. I had one the other night. I had four the other night, all in one group, total phonies. I started to scream when I got into a restaurant, oh, you know, something with Palestine. And I said, well, I'm doing a great job for peace in the Middle East. I should get lots of awards for that, right? With the Abraham Accords and everything else. But a woman just stood up and started screaming. And she got booed out of the place, too. The people, there were a lot of people in the restaurant. I went there to show how safe, and it was safe. I mean, the woman is just a mouthpiece. All she was a paid agitator. And you have a lot of them. And I've asked Pam to look into that in terms of RICO, bringing RICO cases against it, criminal RICO.